One Red Bull for each. Look at me. Show me the soda selection. Dr. Enough.
Dr. Nuff's pretty wicked.
Get me a Dr. Enough, an original Dr. Enough. The one in the second from bottom. Yeah, get that. Get that. Wait.
Excuse me, I'll be right back. I need to grab one more thing.
How are you doing? Hey.
Oh, that's tight.
Wow.
I didn't know they sold cans in the things.
Alright, I'll see you guys back home.
Alright, bye.
Okay, Chadwick. Quit doing that. It's just becoming a nervous habit now. Hand sanding, the worst part of knife making. The first goal is to simply get the lines going lengthwise with the knife. Get all the grinder lines out. For this, you're just gonna scrub pretty aimlessly, just scrubbing. I'll show you how to do the final finish when I start. Coming on flat right here. Then I'm raising it up on its edge. Keeping it on its edge, and then back down, and then smooth off.
It is currently 1:47.
1:47 a.m.
We bit off more than we could chew.
You bit off more than you could chew.
Yeah, when I was like, let's forge a knife, and I was just kind of thinking a little tap tap here, a little whack whack there, and boom, have a rough forged knife, and then it's like,
What's happening?
8 hours of hand sanding later.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was a long bit of hand sanding.
Okay, it's time to put the knife handle scales on these suckers. We've disc ground the tangs dead flat. They are very nice from the previous video. And we've picked out our handle material and disc ground them flat.
and granite.
And hand granite sanded them dead flat. So these puppies ain't gonna have gaps. And we're now ready to start drilling our holes. So these handles are both gonna be drilled slightly differently because I've got elk antler, which isn't flat. So I can't just clamp them both together and drill straight through like Chad is.
I got wood.
Chad's got curly ambrosia maple, which has been stabilized. And he's gonna be C-clamping and then drilling straight through the tang both at once. So let's do this. Get off a door!
That was intimidating. You literally just like clean that off. Just moving and
Look at these hands, Chad.
Ugh,
Pretty gnarly, isn't it?
Nasty looking. Oh man.
I still can't feel anything here.
That's
completely,
you should get that checked out.
completely numb. I think I severed a few nerves.
Yeah.
Can't feel it.
You know what we really need?
Some more Red Bull?
Another,
Some espresso shots?
no, another lens filter. This one's getting pretty dingy.
Like my clothes that I've been wearing for 4 days straight now? All right, Chad, you're about ready to start drilling. Oh, wait. We got to put a taper under that tang because that's a shim under that tang because that's a tapered tang. Otherwise, it'll drill it all wonky.
Because it'll go at an angle.
Yes.
Because this isn't a flat plane.
Correct. So if that is about 200 thousandths, and that's about 40 thousandths, we need about 160 thousandths under the end of that knife handle. I know exactly where I can get 160 thousandths shim to. What? Yes, I'm gonna scrap cork right where. That's about exactly 160. Yep. I got something. This is about as precise as it gets, if I'm being honest. This is what the old timers did.
They use scrap cork on their floor.
That's exactly right. That's 145, 150 thou. Get my calipers.
No way. No way.
Whoa! Jesus, Chad! Going all out. Micarta or
Copper.
well, why don't you look at the micarta because you might like it. You know, you don't even know what a micarta pin looks like. It blends in with the maple and it looks very organic. That's micarta.
I thought we were doing domed pins.
You can do a domed micarta pin.
You can?
Don't hammer it, just grind it domed.
Doesn't fit.
Did you use lube? Now I've got my pin holes lined up and I did a dry fit just to make sure my scales were nice and flat and didn't have to hammer any pins in or didn't have any kinks in it. Went ahead and traced my handle tang on these and I'm going to rough cut them out on the bandsaw. Okay, now cut it all at once.
You are way too tired, man.
Now it's time for me to begin shaping the front of my scales because I've got the pin holes drilled, I've got the rough shape cut out. I'm going to do something a little unique and cut the fronts of my scales to match the grind pattern on the Brute to Forge texture because it's different on each side. So I have traced out the shape of that, and I'm going to use a Dremel to carefully grind down to those lines, check it on there, and work my way from there. Let's do it. Oh, it smells awful. That's disgusting. That's cool. It's very organic looking. I'm loving the way that this is turning out. And I think I'm done with this one on the Dremel, and I'm gonna go to the next scale. It looks really organic looking. Dad. All right, we'll finish this series up here. It's our finished chef's knives. I went ahead and ground Chad's handle for him because he was a bit nervous about doing it himself. So I just went ahead and did it for him. This is the first time that I've ever used elk antler, and I think that it turned out really good, and it goes well with the Brute to Forge finish. So overall, I'm pretty happy with this knife, even though it's simple. It was a good way to get back into knife making, because I haven't done it in a while. So thanks for following along with this video. Go back and see the first parts of this series if you haven't watched them already, and we'll see you next time.